I'll just pick this up and take a bite of this yak burger. Oh, that yak is really lean. Good morning, everyone. It's Mark Wiens with migrationology.com in Phobjikha, Bhutan. Just woke up. It is a frosty morning, but it's very clear. And Ying and I are just taking a cold morning walk. Then we're gonna go back and sit by the fire and have breakfast. Oh, it went through. It's just thin. The sun has just now come over the top of the mountain, so we are getting sunshine. Should be a little warmer, and probably the frost will melt pretty quickly. We are back at home now in the kitchen and sitting down for breakfast and getting warmed up with some tea and the fire oven. We have a bowl of fried rice with some cabbage and carrots. And then some egg, freshly fried and buttered, I think. Look at the crispiness of this egg. I'm putting that right on top. And then this is the kewadatsi, potatoes and cheese from last night. Okay, some of the emadatsi as well. And then she made a fresh batch of the eze. I think it's the same version we had last night too, with all that cilantro and all those chunky onions, dried chilies, and yeah, lots of good stuff. Oh, and their tomatoes and maybe tree tomato as well, both. Oh, it's like a, yeah, just like a salsa. It is really like a salsa. I'm gonna take a bite of that omelet with that eze and fried rice. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. That omelet is so crispy. And some of the award-winning kewadatsi from last night. Oh, that garlic cheese sauce. And then I like how there's a little bit of broccoli in there as well. Yeah, that's wonderful. But again, just like yesterday for breakfast, it is all about the eggs and the eze. That combination is just unbeatable. It's so good. Eggs, eze, rice. That is all you need. I'm gonna need some more of that eze. Oh yeah. And those onions and the tomatoes. That is like ultimate seasoning. Thank you. And now it's time for my power tea, which is suja, butter tea, energy tea. Yeah, it's good. This one is not as buttery as the one yesterday, and just a little bit salty. Yeah, that's. I really like my butter tea in the morning, especially when it's cold. I think there's no substitute for warmth as butter tea.
He's saying hello too.
We are heading out of the house now. We're on our way to the Black-Necked Crane Center this morning.
I thought it was real.
Yeah.
We are at the Black-Necked Crane Visitor Center now, and this is an educational place with a lot of good information about the black-necked cranes. In the summertime, the cranes spend their time in Tibet, and then for the winter, they come to Bhutan, and specifically Phobjikha Valley. And really, they are amazing birds. They are one of the largest high-altitude birds, and one of the things I really learned and enjoyed was that they've been hugely important for the people living in the Phobjikha Valley for many, many years. And especially traditionally, when the birds would leave every year, when it starts warming up, the locals here in Phobjikha Valley would know that it is time to start planting. One of the reasons it's cool to come to see the birds here at the visitor center is because it's hard to get close to them in real life because of the marshy area. It's swampy where they hang out, and also because they fly away when you get too close. So here they have some telescopes set up. Really fascinating birds. Okay, thank you.
You have to make the sound, right?
What?
Make the sound.
Oh.
You can.
Are you on video? How is the sound?
It's so funny, Mama.
From the Black-Necked Crane Center, we just took a ride up the mountain to a monastery called Gangtey Goenpa. And this is a major monastery. It overlooks Phobjikha Valley. And every year, what's interesting is every year when the black-necked cranes come from Tibet, they usually make a circle around this monastery before they circle around the Phobjikha Valley and then make their landing. For lunch today, we are coming to a resort which is called Gangtey Goenpa Lodge. And we're gonna have lunch here and just walk around for a little bit for the next couple hours.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello, how are you? Hello, good, thank you.
Internet connectivity very shallow.
Thank you.
My pleasure, sir.
They have just a kind of a daily menu that you can order off of with a few different choices. I chose the YAK burger for my main course, but we're starting off with a pumpkin soup. This is some kind of a breadstick, and then I got some pepper on top. That might be a little dab of cream. Tastes like pure pumpkin puree. My YAK burger has just arrived on a gigantic plate, and let's see what's all inside. Looks like there are some grilled onions, some tomatoes, and some lettuce, as well as cheese. And then the bun, I think the menu said it was a black bean bun. And I think it is all stuck together. Oh no, is that just on the top? Oh no, it is like a giant, like toothpick. Oh, there we go, with an olive on the top. I'll take that out. And I think I'll just pick this up and take a bite of this YAK burger. The bun is really, it feels like the bun is toasted, but at the same time it's really soft as well at the same time. Oh, that YAK is really lean. It's a little bit crunchy on the edges, and then it tastes similar to beef, but a little stronger tasting. Kind of like a little more lamby, but not really. But very similar to beef. And then, yeah, the bun is fluffy on the inside with just a little bit, it might have like a thyme flavor to it. and then slightly toasted. Yeah, those are excellent French fries. They are extremely crispy. And then, again, the texture of the potatoes are nice and silky on the inside. And then, I like how they're not salted. So it's just, yeah, just straight up fried potatoes with a really crispy edge around it. Yeah, the fries are really good. Yak burger was good. It's time for dessert, and I got the fruit plate. Very juicy. And now we are just sitting in the lobby or the kind of communal sitting area to get a little email done. It's been a couple days since I've been online, and having a cup of coffee, and they also lit up the fireplace, which is really nice. Okay, so I will see you all in a couple of hours. That's a pretty high-end, well, extremely high-end, luxurious place, but we got a little interneting in there. We are now heading back to the valley, and we're heading to a new farm stay this evening, so we're gonna grab our bags and then head to another farm stay somewhere in the valley. We are back at the house now, hanging out with Ugyen, and Mom will not let us leave without eating some more, which I am very happy about. She cooked up a lot of food for lunch for a bunch of guests at the Crane Center where we visited this morning. They had a group there, and she cooked a bunch of Bhutanese food. This is the dish that I really want to eat, which is the lom, which is the turnip leaves, which are hanging right above my head. Drying leaves, and yeah, I'm excited to eat this. Then also some fried potatoes and carrots. I think there's beef and pork and radish. Let me get some of the radish. I'm gonna attempt to eat with my fingers Bhutanese style this time and keep it cleaner. So make a ball. You gotta go in your your palm. And that's how you really keep clean, is you make all the grains of rice into like a sticky ball. Oh, and that way they don't stick to your fingers, so you can eat. I'm gonna eat it with some of that lom. Oh yeah. Oh, those are so good. They're a little bit salty, and then what could they be compared to? I don't even know. It's kind of like, yeah, kind of like spinachy, but more stringy and tougher. Drying them really preserves them, and that's how you can eat the turnip leaves throughout the winter. But they're really good though. That has some texture to it, but that's really good. You can taste maybe some garlic and onions in there, and then just beef. And there's also pork in there, which gives it a little bit of flavor, as well as the radish. Not the most graceful, but that works well. That was another excellent afternoon meal snack. I especially love those turnip leaves. Delicious. And the host family at this farm stay is really a wonderful family, really kind and generous, and great farm as well. We are now heading kind of to their neighbor's house, where we're gonna have our next farm stay tonight.
Oh, look at all this tuna. Kuza Zambala. Hello.
We have just arrived to our next farm stay, and it is literally right across the turnip field from where we stayed last night. So very close, they are neighbors, and this is our room for the night. Very nice place again, very similar to what we stayed in last night. Oh, and we also have our own balcony. Oh, nice.
Because the hospital in Thibu overcrowded testing for you, so you go back.
We just came downstairs. We're off to take a little evening walk, probably up into the other farms, but just check out the amount of turnips and radishes. I think, yeah, both turnips and radishes here stored up for winter, I think. That is a huge amount. In order to keep the cows and horses out, you just gotta manually push all the poles to one side. Oh, thank you, Kaping. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.
ปึ๊บถึงปิดประตูปิดประตู
Oh, good. Okay.
เดี๋ยวมันสตั๊ก Kaysa şu çekmeyin ki de zaten tuttum. Sizce böyle to mila. Joga zagi.
Thank you.
It hasn't been very long since our last meal. Tonight we have another selection of Bhutanese home-cooked food. This dish is shakam, which is the dried beef, and there are chilies in here and I think snow peas. Oh yeah, and shakam is one of my favorites. And I think this one is pork with radish. Radish. Okay. Get some more of that radish. With maybe a little bit of dried chili in there. And then the third dish is the emadatsi, which is the chilies and cheese. And this time there are some carrots in it as well. Oh, that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna keep on practicing my finger eating Bhutanese style and try to mush the rice. Well, I think I'm getting better. Okay, and then eat that along with some of the emadatsi. Oh, some of those chilies. Oh yeah. It's just an always good dish. Chilies and cheese. There's nothing not to like. Squish. And then let me try some of those turnips. Oh, that's good too. That's flavored with the pork. And then maybe just a little bit of dried chili in there. Some of that shakam. Oh yeah. That is good beef jerky. And yeah, it's cooked with a little bit of snow peas and then some dried chilies as well. Oh yeah, that is good. The dried chilies are not very spicy, but they do have a really good fragrance to them. Freshly dried, probably right outside, and they almost have like a dried tomato flavor to them. Except in a chili kind of a way. Yeah. That Bhutanese style of eating with your fingers, it really does keep your fingers clean. It's gonna take me a while to eat, but I'm gonna practice. I'm gonna end the vlog for today here, and Ying and I are just hanging out by the wood fire. I'm doing a little photo editing right now, and Ying is sitting as close to the fireplace as possible to keep warm, but soon we'll probably go into the room and go to sleep in the cold room. So hope you all enjoyed this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow for another day in Phobjikha.